We should be streaming now, so welcome to the channel, everybody. YAFA Gaming. Get myself back on. Need to turn that off. See here. Get everything set up. Get some viewers in here. We should play that audio whenever I'm on a different screen, so I can't really. Still learning. It's already taken me long enough to set, like 2 days to set up OBS to actually work with my system. My hair's looking wild today, so sorry for being terrible looking. Let's see here. I just want to go over my account. So I'm just trying to pull up some information. So yeah, last night I stayed up late on my secondary account, and after that was a 3-hour long video right there. So welcome back. We're live again, day 2. Yesterday was more about my main account to make that Folan Fusion, or not really my main account but my secondary account, but still I held off later for maximizing my resources to really see how far I needed to go on the summons. And of course I fell short. I got upset. I spent money and I still did not get any of the champions that I was looking for. On my secondary account, I got some great champions. My main, I think Telerian's punishing me for having Silverhart on my account. So this Folan Fusion is pretty important for me, especially if he slaps. And right now I am sitting at, let's see here, we're at 65. So 65 out of 100. Am I going to be able to get the remaining fragments on the resources that I have? Now, I was running a multi-battle. I think I was trying to level up some of my new pulls, which I'm going to go over here in a minute. But ultimately what I'm looking at really is where do I need to strategize on my account today to be able to be successful for the upcoming tournaments here. Now, I know we have this new dungeon tournament here. I could use these resources here, and then also placing up here. Seems like it's just going to be part of my champion chase whenever it comes to event dungeon tournament. Probably I may wait on that, do the ice golem tournament to be able to do, oh wait, I was on, so this is its own dungeon. Yeah, that's right. So I already jumped into the dungeon on this account. Again, back to rules. Always, when you see your market open up, jump in it. The sooner you open it up, the sooner then it's going to start that countdown for an hour. And if you want to get real sweaty, you can, if you got time on that day, you can set an alarm for an hour, a little timer for an hour. Make sure you can get back in here, make sure you're getting the things that you need to get accomplished. I just burned, I had like 1400 energy on this, and I really went in that wrong direction, as I was doing champion training and I need to wait. So I got a little bit ahead of myself, and that's where the gear hunt event has been able to, collect these points here. But again, I do need these fragments. So there's going to be 5 there. That's going to put me at 70. Okay. If I go gear enhancement, I could be double clicking on things. Okay, no, I didn't. Okay, there's 75. Getting 5 out of there. So 10 and 5. The summons rush. This is where it may be the nail in my ability to get Folan, because I'm just out of. I didn't hold on to enough resources on shards to be able to make that. I did dip into the first one, I believe, and that's where I did get some fragments, but I didn't go as hard on my main account here as I did on my secondary account. And you can see that on this one, again, I'm not even ranked as high, and I've been on this account longer. But again, that's through the multiple mistakes that have been made. Solana's definitely got to be like my numero uno, and then of course I think those are my favorites. That's why I'm just not going to get rid of this account. Not in the sense that they are the greatest in the game, but I'm just a huge fan of Predator and Alien. I was really into Assassin's Creed for a while, but I lost the taste for it for a little bit. But Ezio slaps, so gots to keep him. What is that? That's like one of those frames, right? Yeah. Like I'll put you up here. No, I don't know. I might switch it later. We'll see on that. Now, in this fusion fragment, oh my gosh, I'm going everywhere but where I need to go. Things I've been working on, buying fragments when I can. On my main account, I pulled this fragment, Bloodhorn, and I thought that it was going to be able to. I tried to use him as a resource for the tournament, and it didn't count. I wanted straight shard pulls. So with that, I ended up pulling Bloodhorn, realized it didn't count for any extra points, and then on my shard pulls, I pulled the dude again. Again on my other accounts, but it's just, I mean, that's the fun part of pulling shards here in raid. And the only thing I can say on that is, man, it's a gotcha game, because it got me last night because I was so upset. I again bought more void shards to try to uh, make up for that fusion, what I was lacking, and with what I could afford there. But after this fusion, I'm going back to the only spending that I do is going to be on these these daily progressions, which would be either daily gems and daily energy, and or both. You can see I don't have any right now, but see, this one only lasts for 14 days, where you get gems for a month each day, which is just kind of a nice little extra. Hey, here you go. Keep going. I purchased something like this, had a legendary in it. Again, I got no Legos on this one. Let's see here. Now, again, Solinar, man, he is just a beast and slaps. Just seeing him in action, this one right here, being able to, you know, be able to target under Stone Skin and then deplete their turn meter and take all of their my brain this morning, not enough coffee, but taking all of their, he just steals buffs all the time. You try to place a debuff on him, more often than not, it's going to turn into a buff for him. But now I have seen them where when I was first playing with them, I thought it was going to be nothing but you're never going to put a debuff on the suit. And debuffs can happen, but still working with them, playing with them, trying to learn his style, his kit, and how I can maximize him, because right now he's my goat on this account. Now, with that, I've got some others. I think I pulled another Burgess last night. Elaine, we're going to use her as a chicken, I'm sure. Maybe keep her for faction wars, build up that. Again, I'm going to stop eating rares. That is going to be, you know, what I'm trying to hold myself accountable. Now, I say that in the sense of like Solinar or Solaris. I don't know why I called him Solinar. I think I called him Solinar yesterday. But Solaris is trash. I tried to keep him just because I had a 6-star Soul Stone, and I'm just not at that point in my gameplay where saving a useless trash champion is just not worth my time. I mean, he's not bad, but not for the end game, in my opinion. Again, my opinion, I have not been playing but for several months. I'm addicted. I'm just trying to share what I'm going after. Definitely looking back to my viewers to you know, correct me and keep me aware of champions I'm sleeping on. Now going over to the barbarians, I finally, you know, this is a login reward. Got Sickle of the Drakes. She's alright. She's good for the mid game, early mid game. I mean, if you're playing your account right, by the time that you pull her, she may or may not be valid to your team, and just depending on, you know, your shard pools and what you're able to get during summon rushes, etc. in tournaments. Rage Monger. I do have a speech impediment, please and thank you, respectfully. A little disabled, but keep that on the DL. I don't see using this guy for any Demon Lord. I just think I have enough. He does come with the HP burn, but again, it's on a 4-turn cooldown and then a 4-turn cooldown. You know, I got better options. Great for probably faction wars. Going on to my lizardmen here. My favorite predator, of course. Second favorite xenomorph, but I mean, out of the two, I mean, it's so awesome because building them right, you could use each other to defeat the other one if built right. Now, that's going to say, as long as that other person did not build them better. I've come across where I can clear teams with my Ezio, and then I have my 4-man with Ezio getting wiped out by Ezio himself. So again, gear matters, masteries matter, like so many things matter in this gameplay. That's why I'm addicted. Man, Lizard Men, they suck. More faction wars, no rush. Filling up my reserve vault. The Origin Tribe. I think I've got 2 Siege Hulks now. I think I pulled one again last night. I was so tired after filming the first video. It was well into the morning, late night, before I started just even working on this account. Didn't film anything. I was just too tired. Thought I was gonna be just kind of like a mess all over the place, and I didn't want that. Pulled a Man-Eater, you know, Demon Lord, high ratings, urgency build, maybe not. Need to look into them a little bit more, see where I'm at on who I want to progress. Because with the champion training tournament coming up, I want to plan for that. I've got such a bad habit of just going ahead and, you know, dumping resources that could like have multipliers whenever I don't need it done at that time. Prundar, let's see, I've got 2 of him, faction, wars, but I'll put him in the Guardian ring, you know, keep him for those points. Gear Grinder, I believe he has a revive. Revives a dead ally, 50% HP, and 50% of the turn meter on a 5-turn cooldown after book. I think he's the only reviver on support here in the Origin Tribe. Yeah, until maybe you get into, and again, I don't think Siege Hulk has a revive, does he? Increase attack. I probably haven't really ranked him up too much. Origin Tribe's just, I have not got a lot. I'm just not impressed. I am excited to get over to my second account and be able to show y'all, you know, my absolute wins there, because I got my first mythical. I'm pretty impressed with that one, just getting one. And I could have been the worst mythical in the game, I don't care, but just getting one. Gorgorob, pulled him. Epic support, brings you know, attacks 1 enemy, 50% chance of removing random debuff, increase the chance with books and damage, man, but you're not just not 100%. It's just gonna move it up or jump it up to 75. That's rough. Fills the turn meter for 15%, places increase attack buff on all allies on a 3 cooldown when booked. Okay. And yeah, I just want to thank everybody. Take a little time out here again, taking the time to jump in to view YAFA Gaming. Me, Adam, my handle, you asked for Adam, and just you know, starting my journey into sharing raid Shadow Legend tips, strategies, and just general gameplay. I really hope to meet a lot of new people in the same, you know, niche of these games of the RNG, and be able to, you know, hopefully not only grow my channel, but I really want to connect with other players out there, be able to stream together, and just make some fun content about this game. Because even though this game to maybe a lot of other people is like, it's too complicated, it's too, you gotta, I got other things to focus on, and you know, I like this game because the games that I typically stream, like Call of Duty, Battlefield 6, playing on, console and streaming, or, I don't have a powerful enough desktop to run any game, so I'm PS5 console for those style of games, and I'm just not having as much fun. I, would clip videos, but they just did not seem to go anywhere. And with the amount of cheating, it just got boring. Now, again, with Raid Shadow Legends, there's no winning Raid Shadow Legends. I mean, winning Raid Shadow Legends is just getting all of the champs that you desire for your style of gameplay, that you want to take on these different challenges and earn different points. So that's the beauty of this game. Now, with that, you still have to know all of the champions that are going to serve their purposes while you're growing your account. So like if you got a frozen Banshee in the early game and you don't have another great poisoner, of course I would say that the starting out champion is going to be Kale for you, because in the long run, he's really going to be there for you. I tried on my fourth account, which I call my second account now. That one I went with El Hain, I believe. Yeah, bad choice. I never even maxed her out. I ended up getting a kill from a shard pool, and I've got other poisoners that are good, AoEs. So, I mean, again, Xenomorph right here. This is a bad mamma jamma. They're just so powerful. You skill them up right. I still need to go through all of my builds and get better in that. I'm excited to run this Darren watching Ash, Raid Shadow Legends. He hypes this dude up a lot, so I want to build him, run him in a few different places, and share my thoughts on that. I hope that he brings that attack damage that I need for this account. Let's see here. We have Visionary. Pulled her on a shard pull. I mean, let's see. Decrease crit rate, decrease crit damage. This increases to 100% target is under A. Okay, so it's really just decreasing the turn meter by 15% and adding damage for books. And how many books was that for? Attacks all allies, has 100% chance placing. What would that be? 30% chance to decrease crit rate, debuff a 25% decrease crit damage debuff. Now I'm curious on this. This is something that I've gotten mixed up from other people's just comments, even Ash and Precop, few others that I've watched. So it has a 75% chance, and you're getting your debuff here when you book it up to place that 100. Is that also adding to these percentages here? So does that now jump up to a 45? And this jump up to 50, excuse me, that would be terrible math, 55. And this one would be then 50. So yeah, just curious on that. Increase ally speed in dungeons by 24%, so it could be a good dungeon champion, maybe. Just really depends on who you're working with. I think I had a few others, even like Darren Delway. He's probably gonna be someone that's gonna be more important. Gladiator, come on, Faction Wars. It's like that's what I get. So is that Renegade that I keep here? Renegade, heal reduction, decrease speed, decrease accuracy, decrease the cooldown of the skills. I was using her in Spider. I didn't even have her like level 30, and she was holding on. I had Mordecai in there. He was even level 40 at the time. Now, given that being said, I was only doing Spider 10 for speed runs. And then let's see here. Rear guard Sergeant on the Dwarves. Dwarves faction's pretty interesting because it seems like they have some like super powerful champions. I mean, they just continuously impress with how many good champions or niche champions that they have in this faction. Okay, so we're gonna decrease defense with a 50% chance after booked, and we're looking at a 75% chance after booked. Decrease ally protection. I guess if you need that ally protection, it'd be good. 5-star, nothing else. Wouldn't book, wouldn't do any masteries. So this guy, I got some mixed reviews. I heard that he's really good for the Dwarves faction, and the thing is, with that, he has a 4.6 on the faction. I either have like a 5-star or 6-star soul for him. So that's where it's like, yeah, it's on one of the 2 accounts, but I think it's on this one, on my main, and yeah, he may be just something that I'll eventually get up there, maybe before the next faction war. So that is super important. Last night I did not get to run, well, maybe I did, because that's how I had the 1400 energy, because I did not go through maybe I did. Okay, I don't think I had that many resources on this account, and again, I needed to do everything I could to just try to stay in this tournament on this account. I wanted my Telerian login rewards, the soul chase, and what a lesson learned on not spending your souls. Just save them. The champion's not going anywhere that you want to level up unless you eat them. Then that's your own fault. Trust me, I've done it. That's where mistakes have been made. I've eaten players, pulled soul stones, received it for them, and realized I no longer have that player. And then I thought it was a good idea to go and clear out my soul stone. inventory, and yeah, this is how it's looking. Bad idea. I did not get enough resources up here, and I'm just not at a high enough level in my farming of like iron twins and the dungeons to sit there and waste time and energy like that, because you know, ultimately I need to be at stage 15 here in the Iron Twins, and I really think it is just the lack of setting up the right teams for that. Again, and so I continuously watch these videos, but yeah, I don't have the best memory in the world, to say the least, and you know that's why I'm wanting to share my channel and share my progress, because y'all might have some helpful information for me, so I can always use that. See, I am only at stage 19 here on Dragon, stage 15 on Phantom Shogun. This is my main account too, so I've been here longer. Sand Devil. Again, I need to organize teams on both accounts for every dungeon. I think I finally have the spider dungeon figured out who I, oops, jumping on the wrong one there, sorry. Who I want so far. I added this person, maybe I'm thinking about secondary account again. This is, you know, where it's bad, because it's like I'm not naming the teams, or if I'm naming them, I need to run consistent trials so I can see, you know, comparisons, like Frozen Banshee versus Petrofia per se, or add Cold Heart in there and go through all three, you know, and who is going to be able to get you the optimum points, power, depletion, etc. So with that here, man, I could always be doing those two. I could always be doing something here. You know, I've got all my keys, got my faction wars now, so with that, don't neglect these. You've got to get better at just getting these completed. And I say that, and look where I'm at. Okay, so I don't have maybe I pull Verges on my other account, but the auto equip, man, that is gonna get me in trouble. I've had her for quite some time. Not the greatest, but I leveled her up because I had her early. 6 starter. What can I say? I don't know. Should I go Ethan the Golden, or should I bring in Ambassador? He is good. Let's give it a try. Yeah, just set the team there. And the promo codes. I've not forgot about the promo codes. I in the promo codes, the ones that I have not used yet last night, and or the night before, and they were due last night, but I was just too tired. I forgot, to be honest. So, all right, we got that. Yeah, I'm looking. I want all my 3 stars, but I want to try to get this book first. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for this push here. Again, really before jumping into like your tournaments and strategies, there are so many just small things that you need to do, like your faction wars, being able to get and acquire these glyphs for upgrading your gear. I mean, even if they're 1 star, man, you just need to get them done. So you can progress to building up your team. See, now on this account, I also missed the Masahiro fusion for the Belmonk, and dang, and I pulled Solinar after the fact, like within a very short period, within hours to the day, and I was just disgusted because I went on my secondary account full ham on that, and I could have used him more for this account. Now, don't get it twisted. He is definitely holding up my account very well on my secondary account. He is definitely one of my top A tier. Maybe I have a fan bias towards this guy, but that's where I feel I've got him built out. I've got him with like a 5 stars awakening, fully booked, fully mastered, and other than just like improving gear settings, dude, he has his pros very well. I think he would work well with someone else, and I don't know who to best pair him with. I would like a defense-based attacker maybe, or maybe like a control attacker, because he's kind of control, but yeah, that's maybe Folan might be the answer here. I don't know. And I'm trying to get into both accounts, so to really compare how much of an effect that you can go from one setup to another setup. Like how, what is the word I'm looking for? Versatile is he amongst, you know, creating teams? Is he going to be like the person that you're going to put on every team? So that's interesting. We are struggling here, but again, with that, I never counted out with Solinar, because, I mean, the only problem is there's just not a lot of buffs, right? Oh, cancel. Something bigger. Oh, he's got. Nope, she got the unkillable. No! I should have autoed this. We're gonna replay that. Sometimes you gotta auto this. Like, I won't auto this. Get past the waves. Get past the waves. Yeah, I'm looking to also, you know, make my background a little more appealing. Right now, you can see I'm in our craft room, and there is a ship on the thread. You know, not the most appealing, but this is where I was working remotely. So. I know having cool lighting and you know, cool setup is just way more fun after watching and being able to not get bored, be entertained, you know? You want to see something like, oh, I'm supposed to be doing this manually here, so let's go ahead and we needed that. We so why wasn't he picked up with us? Rain! I just want to whip her. What do you do? Screw these guys. That's why I got RQ in here. Very tender. I need you to hook me up, baby. Hook me up, baby. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No. Hit that kill on. Hit that kill on the Folan. Come on, man. You hurt me. Stay alive. Stay alive. And she's fully dead. Oh no. I mean, Folan is so bad. So don't get it twisted. I just may have jumped in a little too late. Can he do it? Whiplash. He did it. Hey, solo, late solo. I mean, only got the 1 star, but I needed that skill tone so bad. So, beautiful, beautiful. Now see, I have 3 remaining. I've got 1 star there. Let's go ahead, run that one, and get our 3 stars there. 3 stars just gonna unlock, you know, more of the bottom rewards as you play, and get you closer to the champion there. So that's what I'm learning about this game. There's so many routes that I'm not staying consistent with that it's causing me to actually miss doing things that would benefit my account. So, alright. I'm not liking. Okay, we only had 1 of those. Out of the high elves. Orcs. Man, this was just not looking fun. We're removed from sparring pit. Now I have to add to collections, and this is where I get bad too. With this feature that they've added, it is just so quick when I don't really care about trying to, you know, spend the time just trying to equip my champion. I don't want him to go in naked, but as far as giving a shit It really just depends on that champion, and none of these champions have proved viable to put in the time and the resources to make sure they're equipped to their best gear sets per what I have at the current time being. Nope. I also forgot, chat, raid 400k is raid. I'll put it in the chat here. Raid 450k. Oh, player promo code. I think it is also in the description, in the on my YouTube. So check below. Still working on this. Still and y'all are here to keep me in check too. If you don't like my stuff, I need to know about it. But you are not entertaining. You are not him. And I'm gonna change up by just practicing. I'm not gonna necessarily care in the sense of like my feelings being hurt. I'll take feedback positively. So yeah. It's much appreciated whenever I do get to hear back. And I want engagement on the account because I mean the whole point of me doing this is that I just love this game and want to be able to make friends in that same category of interests, common interests. Can we game together, not argue, and go into things that are not important? So that's kind of why I love this game too, because I watch so many different content creators, and like you're not competing against anybody else in the sense of like, I mean, there is a competition because there's tournaments and whatnot, but I mean, your strategy to complete that tournament's going to be, so different, so situational to the champions that you have, the gear and resources that you have, that you can never compare to accounts. And how one champion can sit there and change from being able to be stuck in one area to really taking your account to that next level, which is where I started using the correct actions, having more information about, the dungeons, like Void, Spirit, Magic, and Force just being open for like 2 weeks. You've got your also, so who you choose as your champion, you're going to have that faction war unlocked as well for like a week. So it's just so important to know that, so you can go in there, take advantage of maxing those out while they're open and completing as many arbiter missions in the meantime. On this account, not this account, my secondary account, OG YAFA, that is where I tried to follow the rules. I started breaking the rules, and I just got too excited, to be honest, and need to stop that because it's cost me to put more money into this gacha, and that's where I want to teach y'all and use y'all as an accountability partner to refrain from pulling or using unnecessary resources so that way I can show the true benefits. And patience is a virtue here. You're going to get everything in return tenfold if you're just patient. See if we can do this. I don't know if I'll be able to 5-star it or 3-star it, but it's going to be amazing what your team can do when you may or may not be fully understanding of your entire faction. Because, I mean, there are so many champions, so much information to remember on each one. I mean, of course, that's why it's going to take years, and that's why it's like I didn't get sickle of the Drakes. I think that's her name. 180 days login, and then she's not even like a game-changing champ. I have better luck with the fusions and the login champions, which still everybody is hating on Skeletor. Ash, he made a video trying to reconcile and show him not being that bad, so I also may take an attempt and try to show where he can be valuable. I mean, everybody's made for a reason, supposedly, in this. I mean, that's where Telerian does need to go in and make those adjustments regarding just how the game, how some of these characters need buffs, etc. Some don't, whatever. 3 keys. Let's see. Another skill tome. Beautiful. Lydia, the Death Siren. Man, so how long does it take people to normally get that? 945 stars out of your faction wars. So yeah, you can see where I'm slacking. 5. Where am I smacking the most at? Looks like High Elves, Dark Elf Grip, and Sacred Order. Okay, Dwarf's still up there, and again, that's what I'm talking about. Dwarf's faction just being so good. Even their shitty champs will carry your faction team to where you need to get to, like just getting things done, get you some rewards. Alright, so yeah, still have plenty of keys here, just for the sake of trying to expedite some of this, because I have another account I want to go back over, some more reviews on players. Thing is too, yeah, I need to finish all my quests here because I did not get that. This is going to be the hardest one right here, because on this account I don't have piles and piles of Classic Arena tokens, so take them where I can get them, fit them in. I do need to fight Classic Arena, beat the boss 3 times. I can upgrade a champion to level 4. Can I though? Maybe not right now, but that's something that's definitely easy. So those challenges are done. I don't know why they even do this. It's like, I wonder if that like could calculate into anywhere else. It'd be nice if it did, but not likely. Life Taker. Tomei, whatever her name is, Spymaster, Reiner, Marquise, Arbiter, or Arbitrator, or something like that. Gnarlhorn, Niche, definitely need to get him up to 5 stars. This fat pig, literally. Fusion, food, maybe, really just depends. Like, if I were to get another one of them, like, again, trying to hold on, because you see I've got 3, but yeah, 2 of them are in my guardian ring, so you can see that with the little yellow tag here with those arrows. You're using them in the guardian tag. Now, one thing is, you know, once you get to a point where you're saving those, and you're saving them to an extent like you are just a beast, you are a grinder and not a spender, then it's like your faction guardians gonna get maxed out. I mean, once that gets maxed out, like, I'm meaning in like rares, possibly, you know, along the lines epics as well. But once you know, hit enough of those crappy duplicates, that's where you can just go in and let's see here. Do I have anybody that I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna use these? And then you can commission these, and of course, if you commission these champions as at faction guardians, will mean you cannot use them for anything else. They are considered removed from your account. That process is irreversible. I don't care about Riot. Oh, get them in there. So takes them out of your inventory, and you now have your 10% addition on your HP for your Sylvan Watchers Guardian faction. And that's not going to go anywhere because, right, it can't be undone, right? No? See? So be careful with that. Just make sure it is, you know, champions you just don't want. See, like with those two, the easiest is Demon Spawn with, you know, 12-3 farming right there. You're gonna get so many Diablos, so many that, oh, this name slipping my head, something like what's his name? I'm wanting to say Fellhound, but it's just because I pulled a Fellhound, and yeah, that ain't it. I have not maxed her out, Lady Annabelle, the Lady in Red Annabelle, my red lady. But I need to. I could have used her in against Bommel and tried to use the solo method and just have her solo it, but I just haven't focused on maxing her out. I don't have her full masteries yet either, so it makes it a little bit difficult. Because it's like, for example, Bellower. Trash until you master him out, book him out, 6-star him, and then specializes and is just going to absolutely truck and cut your 12-3 farming down significantly. So the time that you save is like if you went into your guardian ring, max them all out, but you just don't have to go in and press that button over and over. So whenever you set yourself up on multi-battles and then you edit your queue, man, if you had enough energy, enough multi-battles, you are going to get through leveling up so quick and all the resources so fast in a fraction of the time that it would take Ezio, Kale, any of those farmers. And that time is valuable for these resources, right? So I am stressed on this account because I've got Bellower, but I did not do. I just barely maxed him out, and really he should probably be in my guardian. We're gonna take out this blade wolf, whatever, wolf. Also need to work on his masteries as well. Now again, I hate leaving unused energy because you're preventing yourself from rebuilding. But also what we have here, let's go ahead and beat the campaign boss 3 times, and for super raids on this, let's check this out. See what Bellower, he's already on the stage, you know, possibly finished. If you got him set fast enough, he's not gonna, nobody's gonna beat him on that, you know. And I can show you my build on that. I may mess with this build again, do a video on that. Most valuable most valuable champions in raid for saving and building resources. Like, for example, the time that you save over, like when they do the calculations for the investment into the gem mine, the investment into Bellower is even greater than your ROI in that essence. And why do I know that? Because my second or fourth account, which is less than 90 days old compared to double the age of this account, it's further along, and almost with better champions. I would say now this one just dropped down in my power ranking because of the pulls that I did last night. So soon I'm about to grab those promo code rewards, and then I'm just going to jump in over to my other account. Take a little break on this one. Before we finish this one out, we're going to just check our fragments, look at the fragments, see kind of where we're at, what we need to really focus on, so that I can strategize that goal there. That's all I'm looking for there. See, that could be a good one. Just takes time on those. Can't do anything about it. look at this. So here's my squad right here. This is how I line them up. I want a xenomorph to go second because I'm looking to put someone into this infest, and it gives them that stun. Oh, I am not fully booked here. I need that cooled down. I am 3 books away from fully booking him. What? I only got 1 Lego champion training event. It's okay. Let's see. Oh, did you see what I saw? This right here. Need to stay on top of that. Need to stay on top of that. Just purchase. Use your silver. Of course, in the beginning, you know, silver may not be as easy. But then again, whenever I started out with all these promo codes, again, you need to not be on a mobile device. And then you can go over here to your promo codes, and as one is in the description, as well as I thrown in there to the chat. This one is going to be raid for 50k, and you get 2 energies, epic skill tome. Let's see, look at this. You're getting 15 brews, 2 energy refills, 450k in coins. Very nice. And so that's where I'm saying with the new player experience, your first couple of weeks playing, you got so many promo codes to be able to get energy, and be able to, you know, shoot for these advancements. But gotta play, right? And see, that's where it's like I'm almost tempted to go to go spend for some more, but I'm not even close. And it's like I'm kind of depressed with this one, but let's see here. The summons rush, because I need them fragments. If I got those 10 fragments, okay, it's not on the, yeah, it is. I just don't think, I don't think I have enough fragments to get it. I would need basically move those. I mean, I'm trying to think, you know, where am I going to get a sacred shard at right now? So you're telling me to do this. So, is it going to be worth it to spend and go through all of this? It's going to be a little bit time consuming. We're on night here. But, I mean, what are we going for? We're going for resources. You know, I need that. I need that sacred shard. I need some more. Just that sacred shard. And I don't want to waste my multiple battles, so I'm just gonna have to sit here and manual my way through it. It is part of the grind, but again, that's the fun of it, is the grind. And I've got to tell you, with spending on these accounts, I can't say that it has been the most enjoyable experience. The only times that I found it most beneficial was when I'd buy those extreme energy packs and just being able to constantly farm my uncommons and commons into chickens has been just heaven sent there as a spender. But I'm gonna start putting myself on a little bit more of a budget as I've been going ham. Last night again fell for one of those gotchas and really just don't want to lose out on this Folan tournament today, or fusion event on this one. So oh my goodness. I just went to my stream to try to look at it, and um, yeah, just trying to see if I put everything into what I needed to. Okay, well, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different stages, but this one's almost done. Man, is this grind worth it? I don't think I have the energy on this. I got impulsive and got my accounts crossed. That's gonna be real fun whenever I make a third account. So I gotta review these live streams too, because I'm not really sure how the quality is. I'm not been able to take the chance or time to rewatch or edit my previous uploads. So if it's continuously shite, my apologies. I'm gonna work consistently on getting better over time, and I just appreciate y'all bearing with me while I'm doing my thing. And we're gonna reevaluate our strategy after I think just clearing this entire stage. Yeah, I really love that. Oh, what is it called? That Reaper that comes out and just finishes them off. You would think it'd be called like Phantom Touch, but it was, you know, not gold tier level. So, without getting the fragments from the Summons Rush on this account, am I able to still make the fusion without wasting resources? So, I'm trying to play smarter and not just spend and panic pull, which I did last night. So, remember, discipline matters in these fusions and these training events. It's about timing, shards, silver, energy, and timing. My fusion's not dead. You know, trying to look at some things that I can be doing here. I got 2 more of those. I got 510 energy. See, and then I would need. I think I just don't have enough energy right now that's something that I want to go for. I don't think it's what I need. So with that, I might take a pause on this again, because let's see here. If I were to do something in auto, what would you suggest? You know, that's where I'd like to hear from people. That'd be where like Iron Twins, maybe need to get higher there. I mean, we could use our energy here. See, I've got the level 16 without trying. This stuff would be pretty nice to. I don't know what the twisted horns would be able to help with on the relic, but I mean, this is my squad that I've been using against them. You know, having some of these backups that I just earned are going to be great. But I'm just going to, yeah, I'm gonna auto this, and then let that play out. Probably waste my energy on that. Let my multi-battles run through there. Look at that. I hate that. That's just sickening. Just not seeing any of those. And I rarely get these prism shards. I don't know if anybody else can relate to that, but I mean, definitely probably the strategies that I've taken with I don't know, add something pop up and it wasn't helpful. Now, yeah, okay. See, that's what I don't like. But I thought I put them together. Like that, and then I can just do that, and then if I wanted to show y'all here, so I've got this guy on my other account. Need to work on him. Sandra, sounds familiar. I think I just watched a video on her, probably. I keep her Prisma. Sure would be nice, right? I mean, these are some decent Legos. I mean, they're not really anybody that I mean, how the hell can she see? You know, first of all, maybe she's blind. Maybe that's why she has that big, you know, staff right there. Maybe it's her actual hidden walker, you know. Final blade of our area. Who is you, kid? Man, high unity factions. That's crazy. Those are good for like, yeah, Faction wars. Scram this. Have scram this. Have Billy Senya. Law. No ambassador. Ethelyn. I may have empowered, or I got to was stopped empowering until I'm gonna go after more and I've just had myself in the middle here blogging everybody. Oh goodness. Okay, so Neldor. Heard good things about Neldor, but just haven't used it. Oh yeah, I was supposed to go fight. So I get so distracted. I don't have enough energy to just be wasting at this end. So. If anybody can ever tell me how to, keep the audio going on this, it'd be quite useful. I think it like froze me because I had my settings up, and I think that's. Let's see. Filter in, got some gear, that's cool. Yeah, we need to go get some more energy, right? I'm just gonna show you a little bit about these fools and how I used to be scared of different teams due to like their rankings. Not no more. So yeah, that's I want to put her to sleep. I love Predators 8-2. It's god diabolical. Bam! And guess who's back up to come in and save the day? I don't care if you're a mythical. Get out of here. Oh, change into a beast, right, aren't you? Yeah, because you just not gonna do it to me, brother. I will take your pain. Oh, he did it to me! He did it to me. Knocked me out of the rankings. Okay, we're not even looking. She is a killer. That's who I'm worried about. Nobody else. And that's where I'm gonna. That part. Seeing how he dies right away, it's all good. It's all gravy. These two right here, they can typically hold up pretty good. Definitely want to put a curtain on her, especially. Ooh. See, now whenever this happens, it's great if everybody on their team has buffs. But since they don't, I'm just gonna hit them with A1, see what happens. Boom, give me some more buffs. Give me some more buffs. Sometimes instant kills them. Give me some more. Oh! Instant killed me. So that's kind of the only problem I see that I run into is if Solinar is the only one still up, especially on his last revive. Like, see, I might have a speed up too high. I'm not sure. Let's see, what does this one do? I haven't been using this one enough. On Folan, and I totally killed that for a little bit. That's the beauty of this dude. And he's gonna bye-bye. Now look at that. Okay, they were only at 209 rating. Okay, we're gonna take on the city 100. Just to show you guys, don't fear anything. Strategize. Keep the players right. Look at that. He's already blasting. He doesn't have to do anything. He's up. He doesn't have a chance to hit yet. But with that, it's like, I appreciate y'all for giving me so many buffs. See, it's like that. Maybe I just need to get his defense up. But yeah, we almost cleared that team. Again, I've got some... If I had Solinar on my other account, and I'd be so happy. Right? But who wouldn't be if you got Solinar? Man, this one's going to be easy. I'm going to take that kill. No, maybe not. And see... This is whenever it's just a little too easy on his skill. I'm going to fill up the start area first, put him with that, and then we go with the AoE of Ezio, and this one's probably pretty much done for. We're going to give him a whiplash and say, good night. Whoop that boy, whoop that trick. Okay, so we're going to continue these battles here. I'm telling you, not worried about these people. Team's not the best. I mean, see how he just went down? It could be a speed thing. It could be a little bit speed adjustment. Thing is, I absolutely love this. Whenever, see, just kill 2 people and have me focus on this dude. And of course, they're not. Oh, gonna revive. Oh, instant death. Okay. Okay. That just happened. Yeah, see. There we go. So, 364. Another 100 higher. Let's see what we can do. Look at that. Our speed is able to get us off. We're going to go ahead and take this shield. Boom. Slap him with another just rando. I don't like you, girl. Boom. We're going to hit you all with that. I don't want to take a chance. And good night. Oh, maybe not good night. Okay. She wasn't so easy. Alright. Let's go ahead. Yeah, you're done for, auto. Those are easy ones. You just got to take those as much as possible. Okay, 335 here. Let's see here. And I've seen Miss Goldwing quite a bit. Okay, and Loki, the Deceiver. Interesting lineup. We're gonna see what they can do. You know, my main goal is, screw this dude. It may or may not work, see, but no. Oh! When they can't be stolen, that's where it gets tough. If somebody else has got anything on. That's. Oh, man. He is where he puts all that damage on him. But he's got me locked out from hitting the rest of the team. Let's see where that happens. This is where Masahiro would have replaced Ezio, I believe, on this account, just so I can have those revives. Trying to block my active skills, bro? You clowning, dog. You clowning. And what did that get you? What did that get you? Yeah, take these lashes. You're pretty stocky. Pretty stocky there. Who was that? Lemonissi? I'm gonna screw up so many of these names. Alright. But let's take a look at that again. Again, they were almost 100 total power over me. And it's not about the power, it's about the strategy that you're using, the setup, to be speed, or if you want to go after, because sometimes, if they're dropping a bunch of debuffs on Solon, he's going to turn them into less, which is absolutely great. But when that doesn't happen, shit like this happens, and makes it stressful. Luckily, got a double hit there. Love this move because sometimes it really smacks. She is so dangerous. Luckily, I come in like that. Nobody has any unkillable, but I will still hit buffs, kill them, let her die, try to attack me. See what I'm saying? I am gonna go so far, and if I can just get this Folan and see if he can take me to that next level, we shall see. Yeah, claim. Claimed all of those. Getting those fast. So I could be continue working on this account. Let's kind of check. I hate where I'm at on this summons rush because I really need to figure out what I need to do. All champion training material. On the last champion training, I depleted my books. So that's kind of what we're dealing with. Now again, don't typically leave that there, but I need to just double check everything that I was doing. I think I was grinding on what? Uriah's dungeon, maybe? Yeah, I got underneath. We'll come back to that. Alright, so let's go ahead and back out of this account and we are going to get into, see, this is my 4 accounts, and we'll go over. This one right here is the account that is holding on to my clan that I created, and this is one that I just never went further with, and this is the one that I've started to do properly. I was going to do it free to play, had to change that because I spent money, and spending money is not free to play. It again, you've got so many just different advantages having those resources that you spend on. So I wanted to end that tournament dungeon. Oh, whoops, I got to click in too fast. Going into my OG YAFA. OG YAFA, let's go. Oh yeah, it was a spider tournament. Yeah, what I got my chicken there, is what I'm assuming, if it's gonna let me go into it. Well, I've already claimed my chicken, so positions are being finalized. Second place, yeah, I wasn't about to push for all that. That is going so slow. This computer is so filled up with like things that I can't erase due to a federal case, I would guess. You know, to put it lightly, it's under an investigation status and not quite, you know, this is a lawsuit, but you know, I've got to keep those documents for my records because you can't trust anybody. Everybody out to get you. If I'm looking tired, it is because I'm tired as hell. I was up until almost 3 a.m. trying to work on these accounts, these objectives. My system definitely on a lag. It's getting rough. Okay, I was just checking out a few things here. Okay, I really just want to be able to get, oh my god, on this account, yeah, that's where I'll have to go. Who I just picked up, so I need to go planning code. because I didn't get the Lego I was going after, but I've already got some other Legos. And with that, get all of those. Again, my quests, dailies hit yesterday. Monthlies, look how, gonna upgrade soon. Waiting on that. And then you just need to, absolutely complete all your advanced quests as soon as possible. Live arena, it's not currently open. I've been kicking butt, and I need to get Quintus. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Live arena, milestone 1. What was? Really? Well, we're coming back in a half hour. I may take a break for a little bit, like a 5 or 10 try to get a plan going. Gear enhancement, just gonna need to, save up on my silver there. I need, probably like 10, 20 mil. Not really that big of a deal, but let's check here. So I was able to retain the 20 fragments here, I think it is, or 15 fragments. Now, this would be nice, so I wouldn't mind another hand. Now that I have a mythical, I may shoot for that, but I may have depleted all my resources already, except for that one. So, I mean, what we can try to do, we got a rare in that pool, another rare. Those positives in the pool. Send them to my reserve because just not really sure. I've got to do an account overview whenever I get into each account just to see, oh yeah, this is who I have, this is what level everyone is at, who's on what team, who's in the Guardian Ring training, who do I need to pull out for champion training, leveling up chickens, etc. Alright, man, took it away from me, but never had it there. We're gonna go for the full, what do you know, another red cloak. I think it was called Artome, but Red Cloak is absolutely a G. I like her. I'm not saying she's the best, but for faction wars, I mean, I feel like the Shadowkin is very, very fast team. Whenever it comes to, okay. So I haven't been doing my Hydra, and I'm gonna go on normal, and I mean, I've got to literally do this because I have not built my Hydra team yet. Okay, so we're going to number 1 with Tahana Rock. Okay, Counter Rock, Stonebound Bisbee. Now we will go Ugo and Thor. Okay, Hydra. Hydra. 6 on Hydra. And 7 on Hydra. That's what it's like, got so many. We're gonna check it out, man. Again, I figured out my squads. Hold on. Nope. My thing is like a little bit more powerful. Restroom break while this plays out, but I'll be back. Hopefully they just don't die like they typically. so I can start getting these good rewards from it. The resources are so valuable. I don't want to take that. Who put no stage? Let's see here. Not much. Like, look at these scores. These two. Her to do so. Shield on. Yeah, I took her shield off. I think so. I also needed it more than her. I don't need to focus on her. She's not hooked up either. I'm gonna keep moving. Where is the deflection? Missing it? Oh. I mean, how many times am I going to overlook it? Maybe there's just no shields for that set. And since we're moving nuggets for the team, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Ancient attack. No speed. No one speed. Defense. Let's see what we can get. Defense flat rate. Not what I wanted, but we'll take it. Like, I don't know this bolster set. I'm gonna have to change that. Let's see what they can do here. I might have been talking with my mic off, but what I was trying to say, if you did not hear me, is anybody that can help me with looking at my account and helping me with my Hydra, any clan teams, dungeon teams, etc. Absolutely looking for that help. I know that the tools, we're going to go over those here in a minute, what I got last night. Again, I think I barely touched on them, but yeah, we're going to look at who we need to build here because just ain't working good enough. Not taking off any heads yet. Only got million damage here. But I may be lacking the resources like books to be putting into the right champions. But hey, we're almost about to double our damage, so already an improvement. Go ahead and just clear all of those. Clear them all, but it's knocked out quite a few. Pretty sure. I don't think they did the damage, but this one thing to pay attention. So much just went on there, but throwing rock just get everything cleared there. Oh, somebody got eaten. Heard about that, so I mean that might be a good thing. So we wanna, get that person out, but and then Ugo has got a lot of debuffs and poison. Leech. It's not looking good. And no clearing those either. Took the damage. Ugo's coming for the count. Got that huge burn on them. Oh, he just got eaten too. Alright, how much further can these two last? And Ezio will take some damage. She be last. I will have to keep that. Let's see here. Ezio did the most. For again, I did pretty good. try just changing a few of these out. Could the speed help? That's where I'm wondering. And who is just not booked and mastered to be able to like really put the work in? For the speed, and just gonna see what happens with that adjustment. Hackathon is just so highly rated for being the speed lead. I forget what Legos could be, above that, but still she is definitely on top of the list. My apologies. Our goal to beat is 3 million. It's starting off at about 800,000. So obviously the speed did not help us. Got nowhere close to where we were at. Now let's do this. Oh, I can't. I want to level up my mythical and my legendaries possibly. Moss Hero. What are you? Where are you at? us for right now. And we're gonna add him to the mix. We're taking her out. Look at that score jump. Excuse me. I like the decrease. We're gonna go with Tagore on that. And then I need somebody with a little bit more pizzazz in what they bring. Maybe, I mean, I'm gonna give him a shot. Yeah, let's start it out. We're gonna do some test runs here again. Luckily, with the keys and being able to replay for free, I definitely want to find the mats. I know then it is not going to let me be able to pick those players again, but that's where I need to figure out the next squad that kind of goes hand in hand with where Google might be better in the next one, or back to the original team and stick with them like that. Because with this one, we got Toronto Rock possibly cleaning out the buffs, but then he's also not doing what I wanted to do. We're gonna jump into this manually now. Okay, so yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Remove those buffs, and then I should have went. Oh, I messed that one up. Do what you can do when you can do it. Not even the one I clicked on. Okay, not even the one I clicked on. Man, come on, Tagore. Looks like an easy shot. And I always pick the ones that are green whenever I do AoE. And then if this one has a shield up, I'm gonna go ahead and do one of these ones. Cool, whatever. Did not mean to do that. Okay. Again, where's the Lord gone? Maybe he's getting redirected. About that. Reduce that crit rate. What's happening there? So. Oh, I didn't see that she had her other thing. Let's redirect it. There you go. Hope you like that one. The Ezio would be nice to explode those poisons. Yeah, it's taking me a lot longer. I'm not getting anywhere close to the damage that I need, but trying to figure out the strategy here. And again, once they line up, boom, like that. This is again, see when if Ezio could get out there and then throw his those explosion for detonate the poisons. Too long of a cooldown on her. Trying to think here. Yeah, she just ate all of those. She is so slow. She only removes so much. What a week. Yeah, we're at 1 million, but look how long it's taking us, and now looking good. I mean, I hit the 3 million. I just don't think she's booked enough. Ezio was on that team, maybe? True. too. I don't have anything to. Everybody's health is good, so there's no emergency needed there. Yeah, this is where I need to know, like, which one is most susceptible to, I need to do my study. And that way I can pass it along to y'all, and y'all can be better. Now see, boom. Take all of those. Take that. And take that. Explode it, right? I mean, you should have. Xenobase's really struggling with these buffs, and that kind of sucks. But I want to show you my teams before and after building my new champions. So this scene basically is just not gonna do it. I'm gonna put them on auto, see what happens. Maybe it'll usually run it faster for me, so we shall see. I don't want to give up on it. I don't want to spend too much time. Like, the damage I'm dealing is not what I want to be producing. Needs put him on a different person that I've been putting him on. Interesting. Can I share while I'm live? Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can. I'm just trying to get some viewers, you know. Okay, we got 3.1 mil. Now I want to keep this, and I'm gonna start it over on auto. See if they just do better than I do. So. Alright, and please let me know if my game audio or voice audio is ever too much in either direction or not enough. I want y'all to right now game volume up, so my volume on my headphones, so I'm overbearing and you're just like not able to hear me, but yeah. And please use the code RAID450K. There are other promo codes that are linked in my previous live video. You definitely want to check those out. New player codes. I have to just put 2 promo codes in on this one. The 1 month gift, you get energy refill, 2 rare tomes, 3-star chicken, 300 silver, yearly gift reward, 100 energy, 1 4-star chicken, 3 times 50 multiplier. If I ever post up a promo code that has expired, I need to know. So it's much love to call me out on things rather than you just getting information and not being the most up to date. Because as I start a new account with a growth in my following, right now I have I believe 0 subscribers. So if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Trying to grow here, and I will have to edit some videos, so y'all can get a little bit of a deeper dive of what I'm looking into and attempting here. Again, like doing this, just trying to figure out a team for Hydra and using their ability for the free reruns. I am going to have to get off of here. I forgot I have a job interview today, and I need to get ready for that. But I will be back on later after my job interview, streaming some more, showing a little bit, talking more about the Fusion. Look at that. They didn't even do as good. Why? I get 3 mil once, and then maybe because I did auto. Not sure. But yeah, I forgot about this interview. It's a group interview. I think it's a sales position and not a manager position. And that's the most interesting thing about applying for jobs these days. They will put manager, and you're not manager of your work. Managership is what they're doing, and giving you a fancy title without the pay for the true benefits of what a manager really is. So you can have an account manager. No, like, stop that. You need a client support manager. No. Service provider. That's what that is. So this is going to be with a gym, and it is part of the sales team. Sounds like I'm going to be in a group interview, and just the keys on that. I'm not looking at the description. This is an Indeed auto glide beta use. I feel that it is going to be below my quality, below what I can actually bring to the table, because I'm not looking to just do sales. Sales can make a lot of money, but my accolades and success, it's just, I have director level experience, CEO myself, so I can't cut myself short and just try to take a job, make someone else happy, someone else rich. 100% staying true to what I believe in, and our days are finite. We don't know how finite that is, and so I have to live the best that I can each day. Really, the virtue that I go by is being the best version of myself, and living that version daily, so that I can be better for other people while I'm doing that impact. Because if we're not making an impact on each other's lives, what are we doing here, you know? So, but, you know, with that, I don't know if, you know, it's going to be a sales position with that manager title, or like, I'm a manager, but I'm also, you know, working as sales. I don't know. Okay, so what we did here, let's try that. Sometimes just these placements can really change the dynamics too. My energy is at 3 o'clock and 1:30. Well, it's 1:30 at the start. So, you know, whether this is you know, get my second live stream up and going. Curious if this is killing my algorithm. Really post for new posting. I play so much that you're gonna see me on all the time. So on, interact, let's try to then raid shadow, which we can, I mean, I do acquire every single thing in the game and go from there. Definitely some stuff to go over and learn on in the sense of forming your teams, strategies for events, and maximizing resources. So with that, I'm going to jump off here, grab my stuff, get ready, and look over the job position again, do my due diligence, and not go in there looking stupid. I know they got some questions like, why should we hire you? You know, that's a question that is not really my favorite, because everybody has something that they can bring to the table. So it really depends on what the company is looking for. And the great thing about me is that I'm adaptable and a jack of all trades. Anyone that says that a jack of all trades is a master of none does not really understand that is often better than a master of one. So, therefore, I am a jack of all trades, and I am better than a master of one. And my boss taught me to make yourself valuable enough for the company that it would take 5 to replace you. At my current company, my value there is equal to 399 people. 400 counting myself would be what it would take to, you know, replace me, or what my value holds, because that's how many jobs I do with the company, with the formulas that I use by saving that many hours, that much money to be able to reinvest in the company. But hey, that's just some runoff payments. Looks like this thing is going to get enough for me to at least go ahead and some of this heat hydro, but yeah, I really need to jump on here and get my shower right for streaming later today, and just kind of update where I'm at with my account. past that 3 mil, I'm gonna keep it there. The update of it, it's a lot higher. And that, I appreciate y'all stopping by my channel. Like, subscribe, share if you are enjoying any of the content, and please leave a comment, anything that I can improve on. Much love,